Hello students, today I will give you a brief description of the Mughal dynasty Akbar after Akbar, and in this I will give you a brief description about Jahangir, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. So first we will start with Jahangir, who was known as Salim. He was Jodhabai and Akbar's eldest son. As you know that Akbar married Jodhabai and he was named Selim after the blessings of the Sheikh Selim Chishti. He was a Sufi saint. So he was named as Selim. But in the year 1599, Selim revolted against his father. And after Akbar's death, he was crowned at Agra in 1605 CE and he assumed the title of Nuruddin Muhammad Jahangir. He took the title of Nuruddin Muhammad Jahangir, which means the conqueror of the world. In 1611, he married Mehrun Nisa. As you have read in your book, Mehrun Nisa, he was the widow of Sher Afghan and he gave her the title of Nur Jahan, which means the light of the world. And her father, Giyas Beg, was given title of Itma Dadullah. Itma Dadullah. Nur Jahan, as you have read, had great influence on Jahangir's life and dominated the royal household and set new fashion based on Persian traditions. She encouraged Persian art and culture in the court and she was given the status of Padsa Begum and was the only woman in the Mughal Darbar. So, women were not allowed to stay in the Mughal Darbar, but he was the only woman in the Mughal Darbar. She became so important and powerful that the coins were struck in her name and all royal farmans, that is orders, also had her name. She was a constant companion of Jahangir and even joined him in his hunting. When Jahangir used to go for hunting, she used to go with her. And because of Nur Jahan, a number of family members benefited from this alliance. She got high position for her father. Her father was appointed as the chief Diwan and brother Asaf Khan was appointed as Khani Saman. In 1612, Asaf Khan's daughter Arjumand Banu Begum, who was later known as Mumtaz. So remember Asaf Khan's daughter. So Asaf Khan was the brother of Nur Jahan and Asaf Khan was appointed as Khani Saman and Asaf Khan's daughter was known as Arjumand Banu Begum, who was later on known as Mumtaz. And Mumtaz was married to Jahangir's third son, Prince Khurram, who took the title of, who was later known as Shah Jahan. Jahangir's rule witnessed a spate of rebellion. His eldest son, Khusro, that is son of Jahangir and Manbai, daughter of Bhagwan Das, revolted but was defeated and imprisoned. The fifth Sikh Guru Arjun Dev was beheaded for supporting the rebel prince Khusro Khan. For the first 10 years after Khurram's marriage to Mumtaz Mahal, there was practically a rule of alliance of Nur Jahan, her father, her brother Asaf Khan and Khurram. But problem arose when Nur Jahan married her daughter Ladli Begum by Sher Afghan to Jahangir's youngest son Sayyar, and now she supported him as the heir apparent. So this drove Khurram Shah into a rebellion against his father in 1622, since he felt that Jahangir was completely under Nur Jahan's influence. However, some historians believe that Shah Jahan revolted against his father due to his personal ambition. Jahangir had ordered Shah Jahan to go to Kandahar, which was besieged by the Persian, as we have discussed that Kandahar was lost by Shah Jahan. But Shah Jahan was afraid that the campaign would be long and difficult one, and intrigues would be hatched against him during his absence from the court. So he did not go there. Ultimately, in 1626, resulted in the loss of Kandahar and emboldened the Deccan to recover all the territories surrendered to the Mughal. Now, the territories that was expanded under the Mughals under Jahangir, in 1615 CE, Amar Singh of Mewar, who was the son of Maharana Pratap, submitted before him. Rana's son Karan Singh was made Mansabdar in the Mughal court. So Mughal expansion during the period of Jahangir, in 1615 Amar Singh of Mewar, who was son of Maharana Pratap, submitted before him. Rana's son Karan Singh was made Mansabdar in the Mughal court. In 1616, with the help of the Maratha Sardars, Khani Khanan inflicted crushing defeat on the combined forces of Ahmednagar, Bijapur and Golconda. In 1620 CE, Jahangir annexed Kangra, and this was the first Muslim ruler to capture the fort of Kangra. But in 1622, Kandahar was occupied by Shah Abbas of Persia. This was the only territory which was lost from the Mughals. Jahangir decided to follow Akbar's expansionist policy in the Deccan, but Jahangir could achieve little success in it due to certain problems. He could not devote much attention in the crucial phase due to Khurram's revolt. The Mughal nobles were also involved in number of intrigues and conflict in Deccan. And due to the rise of Malik Ambar in Deccan, Malik Ambar with the help of Maratha and the ruler of Bijapur, Ibrahim Adil Shah, made it difficult for the Mughals to consolidate their position in Berar, Ahmednagar and Balaghat. Anyway, after Jahangir's death, Shah Jahan reached Agra, and with the support of the nobles, Chief Diwan Asaf Khan and the army, Shah Jahan ascended the throne. Nur Jahan was given a pension and she lived a retired life till her death 18 years later, because Shah Jahan was the heir apparent after Jahangir. So Nur Jahan removed herself from active politics. And the British visited Machilipatnam during Jahangir's reign. Captain William Hawkins and Sir Thomas Roe visited his court. Thomas Roe got the Farman for setting up an English factory at Surat. Apart from this, Jahangir also had a chain of justice hung outside his palace. Jahangir mostly lived in Lahore, and he forbade the killing of animals for food on Tuesday and Friday. So these were the 2 days observed by him. He wrote the autobiography Tuzugi Jahangiri in Persian, in which he described his different habits. He also patronized valuable dictionary Faranghi Jahangiri. During his reign, Abdul Hamid Lahori wrote Padsa Nama, and Kafi Khan wrote Muntabuk-e Lubab. He also patronized many scholars, Ghiyas Beg, Nakib Khan and Niamatullah. Now all these things are not required for your syllabus, but just for your extra knowledge, I am discussing all these things. So far as art and architecture was concerned, Jahangir's reign, the practice of putting up buildings in marble and decorating the walls with floral design made of semi-precious stones known as Pietra Dura started during his reign. Nur Jahan built the tomb of her father Itmat-ud-Dawla at Agra. Jahangir built the Moti Masjid at Lahore and his own mausoleum at Lahore. He laid a number of gardens such as the Shalimar and the Nishant Garden in Kashmir. Mughal painting reached its zenith under Jahangir. He employed a number of painters like Abdul Hassan, Bishan Das, regarded as master of portraits, Madhu, Anand Manohar, Govardhan, and Ustad Mansur, specialist in animal painting. The use of halo or divine lights behind king's head started under him. Apart from painting the scenes of hunting, battles, and royal courts, progress was made in portraits painting and painting of animals. So, today we have done about Jahangir. Next day we will start about Shah Jahan. So, little bit extra information you should have, and you please go through the video so it will help you to understand something about these Mughal rulers. Next day we will do about Shah Jahan. Till then, all of you take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye.